article. Ellie and I were just talking about it,
All right.
and I was gonna get right into it. I'm just gonna start it off with some shit straight
Okay.
out. So this article stated it was a blog written by a young lady. Just like her and her man like to get freaky, right?
Yep.
And they were drinking, and whenever they drunk, they like to do like butt stuff, right?
What?
Butt stuff, like stuff the butt, stuff with butt.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. Okay, proceed.
Okay, all right. Are you sure? You understand what I mean? Like,
I get
there's
the
a butt, and you do stuff with the butt.
yeah.
So they were
Okay.
having, you know, uh, she was receiving a pummeling of her anal region,
Wow, Jesus Christ.
and afterwards,
Okay.
she said that he likes it when she licks him in his private parts. After that,
Licks him
and
in his private parts.
yeah,
What?
licks him in his private part after they do that.
Mm.
And so she said it was, a little dark in there, but she proceeded to do that, and there was something on her tongue.
What was on her tongue?
She said she thought it was a hair, so she just like kind of grab it and take it off.
Yeah.
It's a fucking worm, dog.
It was a what?
A worm.
A
She had
worm.
she had ass worms. Apparently, she was a school teacher, and her kids would get worms all the time. I don't know where the fuck she was a teacher at. I would highly advise the information about her and her school teacher. How I would advise you never to send your kids to this school for a couple reasons. First reason is because all the kids is just getting worms in their ass. The second reason is because the teacher is freaking nasty, and she likes doo doo in her mouth.
Ugh.
But nobody wants a teacher talking in their face at a parent teacher conference who has just ingested some brown logs.
Ugh.
So yeah, that was an article I read earlier, and I read it, so I figured that I had to share it with you and the people. And I thought I would start it off that way because
Do ass eating?
I like to do hood rat shit with my friends.
Yeah. I mean, it's very sexy reddish.
Hmm.
Coochie pink, booty hole brown. I guess yeah.
Apparently, this young lady is very famous at this point.
Who?
This sexy red young lady.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, I mean, off that one line, basically.
Literally. Who would have known? Frank.
And you know for a fact that they were like, bro, don't say that shit. That's dumb. Don't say that stupid shit. She was like, fuck this. This about to be lit. I'm telling you, everybody gonna love this shit. Said it passionately with her chest. She was 100% correct. That's where we're at. That's the state we're at in America right now with music. As we were kind of talking about, before the podcast started, you introduced me to a rapper, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't appreciate the rapper, for from what I'd heard, but I only heard a small snippet of music, so it's hard to judge an artist by a singular song, right?
Yeah.
But that shit would have never flew when rap was rapping, you know?
Rappers rapping.
Yeah, when rap was actually about rapping. Now rap is more about like saying something catchy or something about Zans, doing some Zans. Rapping is about something with Zans as well.
I don't know. I've been finding some really good artists lately.
I think that your opinion of good artists and my opinion of a good artist is vastly different. Not tastes are different amongst people, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody doesn't have the same taste in music, and nothing's wrong with that. But coherency is one of the main attractions to me in any version of music. I need to, first of all, you need to speak coherently so I can understand exactly what the fuck you're talking about. Because I want to hear the message. I mean, it doesn't have to be, I'm not into introspective music. Like every song has to have like a message to it. But I need to understand, there needs to be, you got to be talking about fucking something, right? Like
But
talk about, don't just say a bunch of words that rhyme.
But don't you feel like the old man that like back in the day telling us, I can't understand that hippity hop or that rippity rap? What the hell y'all be talking about?
The only reason why I don't feel that way is because there, we've talked about it before. There are some young artists that I like. And I like what I like. Like I've never liked artists that weren't talking about anything. I didn't follow a wave. Like I like rap music. I like when niggas is rapping. Like when they could put words together and they mean something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what rap's about to me. It's not just about rhyming words. Like my son can rhyme words at 4 years old. That doesn't make him a rapper. It just means that he knows what words sounded like.
Or he could be a rapper.
I'm pretty hard not, but because you got to start out on SoundCloud if we moving in the same direction. And I don't know how I'm gonna break my son's heart. Well, I tell him I'm not gonna listen to that shit, son.
Go
ahead and do what you do. That SoundCloud shit ain't hot. Maybe he'll be talented, musically. He loves music now, like literally, like he just fucking wants to listen to music all day long.
Mm.
So he could be. He could have, my family is a musical family.
Yeah, bro.
But
I say embrace that talent, harness it. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Hey, but I'm not here to shit on anyone's dreams.
Let me ask you this.
I can have hopes, right?
Yeah.
Of a future. I mean, no parent is going to be like, you know what? I want my son to be a rapper when he gets older. Like, I don't think any parent has ever said that, except if you're a rapper yourself, right?
Yeah.
I could see you wanting to set a lineage. Even a lot of rappers, like I've heard them say, like, you know what? I would never want my kid to be doing this shit.
True.
What do you think? Speaking of like kind of in that same vein, Beyoncé has Blue Ivy like performing at all her shows. What do you think about it?
I think it's incredible, especially if that's what Blue Ivy want to do, and it seemed like that's what she wants to do. She be up there performing, doing her thing. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that it's possibly like a bit too soon for her to have that level of attention on her?
How does she? 13?
Let me see. I don't know. I don't think she's that old. Let's see.
But the younger you do something, the better you get at it as you get older. So I'm like, if it ain't being detrimental to her mental, why not?
She's 11.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm just asking. I kind of struggle with that, like going both ways. Having a daughter that's 10, about to be 11. Around the same age, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't want to. The world is just such a weird place that I don't want my daughter to be opened up to that kind of scrutiny. To, that kind of, men are just weird. Like, not us, but you know what I mean. Like creepy people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but obviously you can't completely like hide your child, especially when you have that level of celebrity, right? When you're Beyonce and Jay-Z, like people are going to seek out your children. Even though I've never seen their other kids, I don't ever see them doing anything. I see her doing everything.
You never see the other kids.
Like they got twins, right?
Yeah.
Some shit never
twins.
I don't even. Let me see.
Twins got to be, for the new people that just came into the room, yo. We're talking about how do we feel about Blue Ivy going up there on stage and performing with Beyonce. On my end, I think it's great. You feel me? Especially if Blue Ivy wants to do it and it's not being detrimental to her like health or mental. Like I'm all for it. You feel me? Get them in
Roomy and are 6 years of age.
6. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
6 years. Let's give it a couple more years, then we probably gonna see them doing something. You know, be probably on the keys. You feel me? One of them rapping. That'd be crazy. Hey, that'd be crazy. The one of the twins is producing while the other one's rapping.
I mean, it could happen. I mean, they have access, right? They have access to
pop name.
The great. I don't know. I'm sure you have something.
No, I want you to say it. What do you think their hip hop name would be?
I mean, their names are Rumi and Sir. Like, they have very unique names. I would think they would just keep their own names.
No, their group name. You know how NSYNC had Justin Timberlake and all the rest of them?
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
Milli Vanilli. You feel me? They ain't they names. That's the rap name. Chris Cross.
If they were smart, they would just name them the name of their group, Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's all they would have to do to garner attention, right? Because you have the most famous parents possibly on the planet.
Bruh.
You want to garner that attention.
Nah, bro, you're trying to escape the question, bruh. What
I don't know. I don't know.
Y'all you tell me. Give us a name.
What root name you're gonna come up with for these children? You tell me, Kamal. All right, you put me on game.
Man, I don't know. Hey, you know it'd be artsy and be crazy. Then they'd be square root. Think about it. Square root of something.
Okay.
Divide it into 2. Ooh.
Well, square root isn't division. So those are completely different things.
The square root of 8 is what?
What is the square root of 8, Kamal?
Actually, the square root of 16 is what?
So you actually understand what I'm saying. It's 4, obviously.
No, but they split. 4 and 4 makes 16.
4 and 4 makes 8. In division. 4 times 4 makes 16.
But the square
maybe they go 4 times 4.
See what I did there?
Sure.
What's the name? Come on. I gave you mine. Square root.
I don't know, man.
They're twins. One's a producer, one's a rapper. Tough, huh?
Yeah, you have to get back to me on that. I have to think on that one. I'm not going to be quick with it with that one. I mean,
okay.
I don't know, man.
We'll get back to you on it.
I don't know. I still don't get your correlation between division and square root, but I digress. We watched Obama daughters grow up before our eyes. They were under much tighter reins than Blue Ivy. They turned out okay.
Okay. Great Dr. Forever.
Well, I mean, I guess nobody knows what they're doing.
No.
Now, I mean, one daughter I saw, she looked very depressed walking through some parking lot or something like that recently.
Smoking a cigarette too.
Yeah, smoking a cigarette. Looks like she was a little dejected, but
yeah,
it could have just been a Tuesday in capitalism, so I understand that.
A Tuesday in capitalism.
Tuesday in capitalism. We'll have you in a parking lot smoking a cigarette. So
yeah.
She's like, shit, my parents is millionaires and I still can't afford to buy a house in this economy. So I get that, you know. I understand that.
Christ, man.
Sasha and Syria, that's their names, yeah.
What, Sasha and Syria?
Yeah. I think it was Sasha, yeah.
All right, so
I mean, can you imagine your dad being the first black president and also the most hated man on the face of the planet for doing one of the most upstanding and noble jobs that you could possibly do and be great at it when it comes to all of the points that are looked at when viewing how well a president does, you know, jobs, you know, and economy wise. And simultaneously, that hate going towards you because of who your parents are. And then, obviously you probably feel some type of way about that too. Right?
Did they got hate or did they get love? Or did they have, you know how sometimes the rich kids or the kids that have parents that successful, they be like, damn my mom or my dad.
That's
Damn
what
it. Oh my God. I can't
Yeah.
understand. Their ideology sucks. Is all
Yeah.
that shit.
Well, I mean, it may be. I mean, they're kids, right? So I don't think your parents are going to be as cool to you ever as they are to other people, right? Like, um, you just, familiarity breeds content, right? So you're you're not going to see them like the rest of the world does. And sure, I mean, I'm sure they had to do a lot of shit that they didn't feel like doing all the time, right?
Like taxes.
Imagine Sasha and Malia up at night doing taxes at 6 and 8 years old, respectively.
You trying to be rich? What is rich? You be like, damn. They do their taxes to never mind. Right.
What are you about to say?
I didn't want to say nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, I did mean to ask you though.
What's that?
Since still on the music and music groups, what if your son be like a singer like how I be singing? How would you feel? He light skinned, sing like me.
I look at him like I look at him all the time now. Like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Shut your mouth. Take this damn iPad and get out my face.
Wait a minute. Watch. Your kid gonna start singing like me. Yeah.
Sometimes he gets in this mood. He does sing like that. So, as long as
Mm.
he's having a good time. If he likes it, I love it,
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. Let's talk about do you know who Brother Polite is?
Yeah, sure.
Do
Yeah,
you
I know.
what's going on
I'm
with
this guy that got caught up in some situation a few years back with his girlfriend's daughter or something like that. She was like 16, underage at the time, and they were like hanging out or something. He said it wasn't under any sexual pretenses. The mother of the child said that it was basically, and then he kind of like disappeared into obscurity for a while.
So,
Oh, she was 14. That is worse.
Yeah.
Regardless, she's underage, but the lower that number goes, the worse it gets.
So, kind of explain to people who Brother Polite is. You feel me?
So Brother Polite was, I mean, you can consider him kind of like a black activist, right?
Yeah.
Like a newer age black activist and like a thinker, I would say, a philosopher, if you will.
Hey, put it like that.
Right? Like a black philosopher because of the way he would view. I mean, what's a philosopher really, right?
Yeah.
Just someone who has what they would consider educated opinion about society's issues, and they talk about them.
Yep, we're philosophers.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, yeah. I guess so. I guess. I guess. But yeah, so he carved out a nice little space for him in the community, being a public speaking figure and a debater as well in regards to African American history and how we are to move going forward, right?
Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, bruh actually got sentenced.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about this.
Yeah. So, and I'm also gonna play a video which I'm thinking in my head like this bruh is a fool. He got sentenced to 7 years and doing 10 years probation. So yeah, he's going to jail for this. For
So
sure.
he's actually going to jail. So
Yeah.
I would say they had some actual evidence. It wasn't just like a hearsay type of thing. Like there was actual hard evidence behind whatever he was accused of.
It had to be because he pleaded outside of jail. He pleaded outside of court. So this was a plea deal. And for him to get a plea deal hit with this, you knew they had something on him.
Yeah,
But
took a plea. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was like the Tory Lanez thing. You know how he could have took the plea deal and got 4 years, and he wound up getting sentenced to 10 years. Maybe that played. You know, people take pleas all the time and they didn't do anything wrong. But for 7
no. Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. It was evidence of that.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? With
Yeah.
Brother Polite, it was like there was no, like you said, there was no concrete evidence. It was kind of like he say, she say, but it didn't really look good for Brother Polite. And then he started moving a little goofy in a certain way out in LA and stuff like that. And he started kind of, huh?
What was he doing in LA? Because he's from New York, right? Correct?
Yeah. Okay, that's the thing. So he's from New York, but he moved to LA. And then when he moved to LA, he started changing up his whole persona about him. He went like there's let me see if I can find it. But bro went from dressing like you know what I mean, somebody that got the unks on him and stuff like that on the clothing, very Africa-centric type of ordeal to
sure.
You know what I mean, to dressing like how I would see our one homie Waldo would wear in a club. Dead ass. Look at this, bro. This is before he moved to LA. You know what I mean? He was dressing like this. And then when he moved to LA, got some of the LA lifestyle, he started dressing like the diplomats.
Hey, but he's in a Wraith, though. He's in a Rolls Royce, you know. I don't know if it's his or not, but because I don't know how you make money just talking, but
speaking engagements and stuff. You can make a lot of money with speaking engagement, things like that, bro.
Yeah,
like Frank, we about to down the line, bro. That's how we gonna be making dough too, bro. We could do speaking engagements, we could do conferences and shit like that, bro. But you see the difference? It's like, and now he getting hit with this case, and he got found guilty. He has to do 7 years. If you do good,
right? You say he took a plea.
He took a plea in my eyes, in a sense, is kind of being found guilty.
Okay.
Because my thing is this: Brother Polite has some type of like influence, right?
Yeah, for sure.
If you have influence, if you didn't do this and it's just no type of concrete evidence on you, I think you fight the case.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially because it's like his whole stance is, you know, I mean, I'm a black man,
and he is a pretty intelligent person, right?
Exactly.
So, well, he speaks as though he understands what he's talking about. So, you know, and with a lot of context as well. So he's, you know, educated. He's able to recite things, remember things. So by all means, he's a pretty intelligent guy. So if he's taking a plea deal, it's not going to be under duress by any means. It'll be like an educated, informed thing where he'll sit down and think about the impact that it'll have on him. But this allows him as well to, after he gets out or whatever, still kind of remain in that same line of speaking and thinking and never really accepting guilt or fault for anything that happened. But he'll still have to serve his debt to society as well.
But okay, this he is intelligent, but this was a foolish move. What he did right here, what I'm about to show y'all, and at the same time, I'm just kind of baffled, and I'm just like, bro, like sometimes it's like people not as smart as they seem. So, as you can see, it says right here, the night before he began serving his 7-year sentence for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old, this individual hosted a farewell party for himself. In a truly narcissistic manner, he proclaimed that the charges where I'm at. Blah, blah, he claimed that the charges had been dropped, despite the fact that he was turning himself in within 24 hours. The situation serves as a stark reminder that not everyone with a smooth talk, a fancy car, and a few excessively submissive followers is a trustworthy leader. It's often a deceptive scheme. That's what this person, Raheem Shahaba, said. Now, let's look at this goddamn just foolishness. Are y'all seeing this?
Charges dropped. Maybe he's saying he wants the charges dropped. Because
I don't know. She don't want to be there. She looked like she was having a terrible time.
I mean, would you be excited to be somewhere with the?
Now, don't that look like something Waldo would wear?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That
a lot fancier than some Waldo.
look at this goofiness, yo.
Blue jeans, K-Swiss, and a button-up white shirt.
This a day before he going in, bruh.
I mean, look, if you're gonna go to jail, why not? You know, in your time as a free man, like with the party.
Oh my God, bruh.
I mean, I would probably more like spend time with my kids.
Look at he doing this. But, oh man, the gang handshake, man. Look, man. If I was bruh, I wouldn't have done none of that. It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
He's going to be tagged as a sex offender. He got to register forever like Nicki Minaj's husband.
For real. Bruh.
How do you talk Nicki Minaj into still dating you when you're a whole sex offender like that too? This man got to be stopped.
Yeah, I don't
This
know.
man is diabolical if he's able to talk her into it, and those charges are not pending, but it has been accepted by the United States government and by that man.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
you know, more and more every day we're starting to see like more of this type of behavior amongst, you know, celebrities.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing, man.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of erratic behavior, and it's kind of like, was the brother really polite?
I just don't get it. When you have access to, you know, obviously he's a public figure who has money, you know, access to, you know, women of all shapes and sizes or whatever. Why go after this young lady who you were entrusted with, right? Like, what is the draw to do something like this with a person who is underage? Like, I can't wrap my head around that at all, regardless of what this person looks like. If they look older than who they are, if they act older than what they are, still knowing this, because it's not like he didn't know who she was. Like, he was in her life for a while before this happened. So
you know why?
Why?
Is because he's a predator.
Yeah,
he's a predator.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it, a predator come in all shapes, forms, and sizes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with me and you, Frank. We're not predators.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense. To us, it's like, bro, you got all the access to everything that usually men want.
Yeah.
But you go after a 14-year-old. You're a freaking predator.
Yeah.
You're no better than EDP 45. It's a damn.
Oh, yeah. That's that fat dude, right?
That fat, sloppy Eagles fan mother effer.
Who, like, how did he gain any celebrity? Like, who was, like, I've never heard of him. You know, every now and then on No Jumper, he'll show, like, as doing predator type shit. This is like the second time I think he got caught up, right, recently. Third time. Wow. How is this man still free?
Don't know. He might be a plant.
Industry plant.
I can't even say industry plant. He's just a plant. Like, he just a plant from the government. every time he always get out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand it.
I
Like,
mean, has he gone to jail for it?
I don't know if he's going to jail for it. That I don't know. But I know he's a goddamn predator.
Yeah, for sure.
And
100%.
the way he gained his celebrity status was he was just being a what you call it? A big fat black dude yelling at the top of his lungs for the Eagles. I guess people like that. You feel me?
The draw is to be the first to devour a maturing young lady. It happened with Aaliyah, Priscilla Presley, Miley Cyrus, Kylie Jenner, on and on.
Yeah, but if you deflower a woman, she's under the age of freaking 18, then you're being a fucking predator.
Yeah, I don't think he's denying that. I think that he said that's the attraction by the predators. You know.
Yeah. But we can't wrap our head around it because we ain't predators. So that's why when we talk about the brother polite, you like, I can't wrap my head around it. I'm like,
when I see a little kid, when I see a kid and I know they're a kid, they're a kid. Like that's a little kid. Like you know what I mean? Like that's it. There's no difference between a 17-year-old and a 5-year-old to me. Like it's like, oh no, that's a little kid. You know. So. I mean, I think it's a little bit different with me as well because I have children and I wouldn't want anybody else preying on my kids.
Yeah.
So it's, we got to call Jay-Z and Dame Dash out for Aaliyah. I mean, yeah. Look, I hold everybody in the world, you know, that knows me know my favorite rapper is Jay-Z. But, you know, I knew about Dame Dash and Aaliyah. I didn't know anything about Jay-Z and Aaliyah. But if that's true, then fuck him as well. You know, I don't respect anybody. And I knew obviously about R. Kelly and Aaliyah. That was like the most famous.
Disturbing. He had her on the cover. Oh, no. He was in the cover in the background on the wall. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I was like, bruh.
When I was a kid, I didn't get that, right? Because I was a kid when that came out. But, you know, when you see it, it's like, bro, that's nasty.
Wait a minute. You know what I got to say? I got to call out a spade, bro. A spade is a spade.
Yeah, for sure.
How come the adults didn't catch that, yo?
I don't know.
You feel what I'm saying? Come on now.
I don't think they may have not known, because I didn't know how old Aaliyah was. You know, like that information wasn't, the internet wasn't out, you know? So information wasn't just as free as it is. And she was portrayed to be
older.
You know, like the music she made was older, like love making type of music, right?
Yeah.
So I think they purposely promoted her that way as an older act to, you know, garner that attention and, you know, so people wouldn't look at them being weird for having her make that style of music, and you know, secondly, they wouldn't mind listening to that music because, you know, if you knew somebody was underage and you're not going to be comfortable listening to that type of music from a 14, 15, 16-year-old. At least it's weird.
Yeah. Be weird as hell, bro.
But some people don't care, man. I mean, it's very disturbing that, you know, this kind of stuff continuously happens and, you know, people don't really bat as much of an eye about it. I didn't hear about, you know, Brother Polite being sentenced at all, but I don't even think they should let them plead. You know, like you should just have to stand trial. Like if this man really did something to a 14-year-old girl, why let him take the easy route?
Because a plea deal makes everybody win, in a sense.
Everybody wins.
Like 99% of trials settle out of court.
That's but see, to me, when you do that from a prosecuting standpoint, you're saying that, you know what, I may not have as much evidence as I think to convict this person. And when you accept it, obviously, they have a little bit more evidence than nothing. That there's a possibility that you could be convicted. So, like you said, it is a middle ground in a sense. This young lady, it's no middle ground for her though. Like if this guy's doing like weird creeper shit to her, it's unfair. I mean, I guess 17 years total, 7 years behind bars, gets out in 3 or 4 years for good behavior. It's not enough to me, at least, because I'm thinking if that was my kid, what would I want? Would I want somebody to be in and out? And like, okay, I served my time. I paid my debt to society. Now I'm good. I don't believe in that. So, but it is what it is. That's what the American justice system is right now. And, I guess that's the only one we got, right?
Damn, man. Shit crazy, man. Shit
Okay.
crazy, bro. Before we play our intro and the slap of the week, I do got one more thing that if you have been hearing in the streets that I like to talk about. Have you heard of Brickgate? Have you heard about that situation?
Oh, the young lady that got hit in the face with a brick?
The Somalian chick. Yes.
Yeah, I saw, look, I don't know who she is. I very briefly saw the picture, her face all swollen. Yeah. She's like, somebody wanted my phone number. I didn't give my phone number. But then I also seen a montage of her saying that, and she also within that said that the niggas that was around me ain't shit because they ain't helped me out. And then they flipped to another video of her like, oh, I don't need no niggas help, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I thought the parody between those, the juxtaposition between those two standpoints was kind of hilarious. Only because obviously she survived the situation, right? She just got a Hassan Rotman size knot on the side of her head. That should go down in a few weeks, though. She'll be all right.
Yeah, so y'all, y'all been hearing the rumblings, and this young lady, she got hit with the brick, bow right in the head, but I was still left in a state of confusion, Frank. One of the things I'm confused about, right? Because I don't know about you, but I've picked up a brick before and rubbed the brick, and it's rough. It's like sandpaper. And I feel like if you get smacked with a brick, shouldn't you have some cuts and lacerations on your face? I felt that was weird.
I mean, one would think that you would possibly. However, it does depend on the trajectory of said brick.
Yeah.
If it took a tumbling route while it was being thrown in her face, right? Or if the proximity in which he was, like if it was it seems like she was probably closer. So
because she got the shape of the brick.
Yeah. I'm sure it says, like Johnson Co. on the side of her face, or whoever made that brick. Like some old Acme company shit on the side of her face. It's not funny, obviously.
It's not funny.
Because we all know, I mean, if you from the hood, niggas like that, right? You know what I mean. The niggas like, hey, let me get your number. And they be like, nah, be like, nah, well, fuck you then, bitch. Like that. Like we all know those type of people that exist. And or existed, once I saw that from anybody that I was around, I didn't hang around them. You know what I mean? Like that, just not the type of people I want to associate myself with. I mean, you got to take your L's, dog. That's the problem. Society. I blame participation trophies.
Why the hell you blame participation trophies, bro?
Because niggas can't just take L's no more, dog. They think they should get at least a little bit of a dub for participating, for being willing to put themselves out there and ask. At least I should be able to get your Instagram, or at least I should be able to get your number.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. If you don't, I know a lot of discourse has been going around like, that's why I don't feel comfortable with telling man, no, I just give my number or whatever. How about you get WhatsApp? Give them your WhatsApp and just never respond. You know what I mean? Like, just never respond to your WhatsApp. Make sure your notifications are off. Turn them on for a short period in case they try to call you when they're right there. And then afterwards, you just either delete or block them. Give me a number and block them.
Yeah, dude. I'm more of like this, man. I don't condone a woman getting hit in the head with a brick. So I don't condone that.
Anybody getting hit with a brick.
From the way she was talking and her stances on things and how she was really shitting on black people from America and stuff like that, and then try to shit on all black men. I don't feel sorry for this woman, not one bit. And my thing is this: those. Let's read what Mama Dude says. Maybe we should get the bricks out of the store. Yo, dude, you need to stop. Damn, you about to have control on her ass.
That is not cap. That is 100% true. I do believe in getting both sides of the story because that is very important. We have no idea because she might have said some wild shit out of her mouth, dog. Like for real, you know, some, especially like one like her from what I've seen. I don't know her, but they get wild disrespectful, especially if they have an audience.
Frank, hold on. Somebody that was there actually said that what was happening. They said that they know her in the community. You feel me? And looking at the video and looking at shit, I was like, first of all, that looked like it was a bunch of like Somalian people there. You feel me?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, within her group. Two, a dude said that she was popping off at the mouth, edging his guy on to hit her with the brick, was saying hit me and shit like that. So I'm just more of the fact that I can't really feel sorry for this woman, but don't put this onus on black men don't protect black women. Black men do protect black women. We just don't protect your black ass and how you be saying.
I just seen the video of this Somalian dude saying Somalians ain't black. So
yeah,
I'm gonna put that out there. So it ain't about not protecting black women. If y'all ain't black, then y'all ain't black.
Okay, you put it a different angle than me. God damn, you got a point there.
So either y'all black or y'all ain't. Because I know a lot of Africans like to separate themselves from the black community for some they, you know, I mean, every race does, right? They just like, I don't want anything to do with you regardless. You know, you go to the Philippines, the darker people are considered the black people. You go to Mexico, the More people, you know, Dominican people, whatever. They all get shunned in their own countries and they come here and they're like, well, at least I'm not them, right?
Yeah.
Ain't none of them niggas when they come here, but they like to say it.
Yeah.
Somalians say nigga more time than Paul Mooney say nigga. I promise you. I've hung around many Somalians. I got some bunch of Somalians.
We've been around Somalians, bro. Hung with them. We'd be like,
and most of them cool though. Like they're not that type of Somalian that's going to try to separate themselves. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, it truly, you know, it matters the group you put yourself in, I guess. But you know, I mean, look, if she's saying hit me, nigga, hit me, then like Diddy used to say, take that. She got to take that, bro. She got to take that, fam.
Oh my
God, that was the perfect sound effect because she's a goofy. If that's what she did and expected not to get slapped with a brick, and you want to egg people on, especially in front of a crowd, because now you testing their manhood.
Exactly.
Now, if they don't do it, they look like the ass. So he was pretty much had to do it at that point.
Yeah. He had the brick squad.
He had to take your ass down.
Yeah, walk a flame. It's fucked up. Shouldn't have happened. But hey, man, another thing that I want to say also is that you can't go around and be like, this group of men, I don't need your protection.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit. Because now everything she said prior to getting hit with the brick, it's out there. It's in the internet. She said this. She became well known for saying these things. At the end of the day, if you do that, you can't expect a man to come protect you. No. You better go out there and learn some UFC, karate, or you better learn how to use a doop. Because I'm pretty sure those people that was around, those dudes, saw your videos.
Saw and heard. Oh, yeah. If they know you, if they was in your group, they know you. They know what you of. They definitely saw those videos. They definitely understand your viewpoint on men. And yeah, they didn't want to stand in your way of women's liberation, you know?
Yeah, man. God damn. All right, man. Enough about.
She got her 15 minutes of fame though, off of it, you know. So she did get that because she wasn't famous before.
15 minutes.
Yeah, take your 15 minutes to something, you know. Make some t-shirts or some shit. with a brick on them. Some
You
shit,
know
you
who
know.
else? You know who else got kind of their fame off a brick? And shout out to you. You're a great coach and all, but Patrick Ewing.
Nah, he was famous before that brick, bro.
I know.
That brick worked against them in every case.
Yeah. God damn. Also, before we get off of Brickgate, another thing, man. She was out there kind of doing goofy shit too. She was out there. She slapped some white dude and said that's her reparations. And then she was like twerking in front of a white crowd and like said some other goofy caption. It's like the goofiness of this woman, man.
She's disturbing the ancestors.
I think that's what's happening. Disturbing the ancestor. You see what happened when you disturb the ancestor. Ron DeSantis saw it. His house got fucking hit by a damn tree. You feel me?
It did?
His whole mansion, the damn tree. You feel me? Fell on that damn plantation house when they had that hurricane out there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Only houses in this neighborhood, huh?
Uh-huh. You know who else disturbed the ancestors when he was talking about that black people don't deserve reparations? Mitch. The glitch.
Mitch the glitch.
You see what happens?
Mitch the glitch, you son of a bitch.
Boy, Frank, you got more bars than these rappers out here nowadays.
I'm telling you. Good evening.
Good evening. Deeply talkative.
Welcome to the pod. What would you like to talk about today?
Yeah. Actually, hey, you know what? Let's switch it up. Deeply talkative. You want to call into the show? Let's get some callers in. How y'all feel about Brickgate? You feel me? Call in 619-609-7383. Call in. We want to hear y'all voice. We're gonna have the phone lines open for a couple minutes though, because y'all don't get to it. We're gonna get to article time, all right? You feel me?
But you wanna do the intro?
Oh yeah, let's slap the intro while we wait for people to call in. You feel me? Let your voice be heard. You know what I mean?
Hello. Article break. The lies. And then the side of races. Breaker. Jeez. Boosh. Oh, man. Big Will and the Sugarfoot. That's it.
Don't compromise my artistic integrity.
No.
And I'll tell you something else. This is the show, and we're not going to change it.
We're not going to change it, y'all. So y'all get used to it, all right? Well, looks like nobody wants to call in, so I'm going to play the slapper of the week.
Okay.
Right. And today's slapper of the week, I want to play this single by Brady Wyatt, Kanye the Machine, or Kanye.
Conway
Conway the Machine. And
shout out to
Talib
Kanye for getting kicked off of all boats in Italy, by the way.
Yeah, for having his ass showing. You feel me?
Got his ass on the side of the boat.
Yeah,
I think some other serious activities was happening at that time, but I have no proof, so I won't say it.
Yeah, we for sure know what's happening. It slap of the week is Without You single. This is a slapper to me.
Lose it all. Does it matter without you? I sacrifice. The Lord said, let there be light, then came out. Spit the truth over piano, I feel sanctified. My back to the
hey, deeply talkative, wait till the slap is over. Wait till the slap of the week is over. Then call in, all right?
I've been an angel investor, they still trying to win it. Angel head pasta, boy, you think we eating. Once you finish on the table, y'all lose it all, lose it all. In a world without you, this shit don't matter at all. Man, they was hoping I'd fall. Put a few million in the wall, and I'm about to add a few more. So we go.
Hey, if y'all grooving with this, put a 1 in the chat. You feel me? Y'all find this groovy? Put a 1 in the chat, y'all. Let's go. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I'm you. I sacrifice just to have you by my side again. In the summer, we know to drop the top. Pops taking pictures because we the couple you got to watch. She got the chowder with the lobster stock, lemon ricotta pasta, taste the hotter at the mouth.
Also, this is the time if y'all need to go get y'all drinks, get y'all snacks, go get them now. It's like the intermission.
We in the ocean, we got yachts to dock. You with a bunch of fools at the club with them sparklers on your bottle tops. The story for me, I forgot the plot. Plus it's full of hoes, like when my youngest tried to convince me that Crocs is hot. That shit be fishy in a cowboy pot. Got me about to jump the broom and start breaking glasses like muscle top. A cult following like Papa Doc. Plus she got original flavor like Rockefeller and Rock Block. That brain water box. Lose it all. Doesn't
Matter
about you.
Yeah.
I sacrifice just to have you by my side again. Lose it all. It doesn't matter without you.
Yeah. This is Without You single. Brady Watts, Conway the Machine, and Talib Kweli. You feel me? Y'all go check that out. All right. Slapper of the week. You feel me? How you feel about that, Frank?
That's music, man. You know, actual rappers.
Okay.
You know how I feel about that.
Hell yeah. You know
Actual,
what I mean? Actual bizarres, right?
Yeah, man. You know, we don't get that enough.
All right.
It's
Look,
always when we got it.
look. Deeply Talkative wants to call in. Let's get it. Wait a minute. Let's get into our article first, and then we'll have you call in within one of the articles. You feel me? You know what I mean? So let's get into these articles, Frank. And I found the drop rather easily this time. Yeah. I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, you've been having, I mean, you're 102 episodes in. 2 years in.
Took me 102 times. Jesus Christ. By next week, I'm about to freaking forget. Watch. All right. Let's actually let's read your article first, man.
Yeah, man. So I just brought this article because this is first world. This is one of the greatest shows of audacity that I've ever seen in my entire life. So this is from the AP News,
Okay.
from the World News on the AP side. So China authorities arrest 2 for smashing shortcut through the Great Wall with excavator. Yes, you heard that. The Great Wall of China, niggas just made their own shortcut through the Great Wall of China. All right? You know how you used to cut the fence and make the shortcut? You know, you thought you was doing some devious shit when you did that. You thought you were doing some shit that you could do serious, hard time for cutting that whole fence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a wooden fence and you broke off a couple slats. You thought you were doing some real gangster shit. That puts all of that, this puts all of that shit to shame. So let's get into this real quick.
All right. Cutting the wall through the Great Wall of China, man. That is absurd. Okay.
So
there we go.
There we go. So this is by the Associated Press, like I said. So China's Great Wall has been pierced by Genghis Khan, the Manchus, and now allegedly a couple of construction workers named Zeng and Wang who wanted a shortcut.
Oh my God.
Wang wanted a shortcut. You know it was Wang's idea too.
Yeah.
They tried to get him not to do it, but Wang was like, I don't know, I'm gonna stick up for myself here. You know? So
Yeah.
authorities in China arrested 2 people for smashing a path through a section of the ancient wall, a cultural icon and United Nations protected heritage site. The area of the breach was a broken down section far from the restored segments most Chinese and foreign tourists are familiar with. The government of Yu County, hundreds of kilometers or miles west of Beijing, showed a dirt road cut through a section of the wall against a rural landscape, along with suspects identified as 30-year-old man surnamed Zhang and a 55-year-old woman surnamed Wang. So the Wang was the woman.
55 and 38? What the hell they doing? What?
They're construction workers, my guy. You know, they're just
55-year-old construction worker?
Hey man, look, you can't be ageist or sexist on this podcast. Not having it, okay?
Wow.
The pair, see, it says here, the pair wanted a shorter route from some construction work they were doing in nearby towns, the government reported said. The section lies in the Shaanxi province of the western extreme of the wall, part of which was constructed 2,000 years ago. 2,000 years, dog. This shit lasted 2,000 years, and it took these niggas 2,000 minutes just to decide just to punch a hole right through that motherfucker. But it's relatively well preserved and holds important preservation and research value, the local government said. China places immense pride in the system of towers and connecting walls wide enough for carriages to pass the stretch approximately 8,850 kilometers, built mainly during the Ming Dynasty that lasted until 1644. In that year, Manchu tribespeople from the north, where am I? Overcame China's defenses and took over the empire of the Qing Dynasty. The wall was subsequently abandoned and plundered for bricks and stones by the local villagers, only to be revived by the communist government as a symbol of patriotism, mass mobilization, and resistance to outside. All right, so we get the gist of this because I'm not gonna go all the way into reading everything that happened here, but it gets down like this. Wang is in good hands.
Wow.
So, I mean, I get it's just an old ass wall, right? Like, this shit is in my way. You know, they ain't got no freeway, no subway to run through this motherfucker. Like, I gotta walk around the Great Wall of China to get to work, or this part already crumbling anyways.
Yeah.
And I just bust this little. I mean, it took a whole excavator to do it. So, in your, estimation, I'm trying to see a picture of the damage though. Can you pull it up? See if there is a picture.
Great question. All right, let me see if I can find that.
Probably not, because
Okay.
the Chinese, communism society really likes to keep things tight.
Great Wall of China by keep talking though by construction workers.
I just want to hear what you're saying while you're typing.
Okay, it helps type. You know what I mean? I can let y'all see it too, but I don't see nothing.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna have that.
They keep things under wrap over there in China. Here there would have been a bunch of phone footage or whatnot. It looks like they have something right there.
Is that it?
I mean, maybe. It looks like that place where the excavator could have possibly went.
Is this what you think this say right here, bro?
That says I like to eat fish and ham. That's what that says.
This is a whole meme right here. This is a meme.
Did they just fly over it or something? Yeah, they most definitely flew over it. They could have turned a PlayStation into a helicopter.
Bruh. That's wild though, because it's like, in a sense, they kind of destroying some history just so they can have a shortcut to their work.
That is a picture.
Mama Duke said, yeah, that's it. Okay. So they destroyed some dirt. That looked like dirt that they just. Really?
I mean, it was after they were done with it. Obviously, the hole was there. Like, they created the hole. They made it larger.
Yeah.
It's wild because what are they trying to prove? They're trying to prove They're trying to prove that these niggas need to make a shortcut around. Like, there's no need for a Great Wall of China. Like, think this is 2023. Like, I understand preserving the tourist areas, right? The sections where, just to show like this is beautiful. But at the same on the same token, I get this is 2,000 years old. Gas is expensive. Gas is expensive.
Gas is through the roof. God
But this calls the U.S. border immediately. But look, I get both sides of it. You don't want to destroy history. That's like somebody, just fucking running the excavator through the pyramid or some shit. It's a bitch probably to walk around and to try to figure out transportation. But I mean, they just made a shortcut, my nigga. Like, shortcuts don't need to be had all the time.
Yeah.
Especially if you live in China. We might never hear or see Wang ever again.
Yo, Wang is about to get destroyed. Not in a good way either.
Just like a woman with a life sentence.
Yeah.
Never see Wang again.
Speaking of life sentences, bro, that leads me into my article. Man, we got perfect segues, bro. Cause look at this insane video showing man escaping prison by crab walking up wall. Reminds people of Looney Tunes. Oh my God.
Doing. He's been practicing for this shit for a minute.
Yeah.
Is that
you see this? Uh-oh, he plotting. Okay. Look at him.
Parkour.
Boy, been practicing.
Yeah. That is some Looney Tunes shit though, dog. Like Bugs Bunny just walk up a wall and just walk out of prison. That's definitely some crazy shit. And when you're engineering a prison, you don't engineer for a nigga you're not thinking of a nigga that's gonna do something like this,
No. Who would have thought? They just gonna keep repeating it. I got this off Complex by Tracy William Cohen. That is insane though. Like, bro was like, He looked at the roof and was like, I bet you I could get out this motherfucker if I crab walk. Yo.
Yeah.
That'd be some Wile E. Coyote ass shit.
Right, it happened before the same prison, huh? So you would think they would have some safeguards against some shit like that if somebody's already done the fucking Mr. Krabs over that fence.
Yeah.
Maybe people don't exist with those the genetics to do something like that,
They like, look, if you could crab walk out of here, we're just gonna let you go.
I mean, there should be a rule. There should be a way that would be fun, right? Like a way to get out of every prison, but it's just like wildly dangerous. Like if you could swim through these fucking alligators that haven't eaten in 2 years, then you can get out of prison. Like that would make the experience fun, or no? And just like film it for society's general use.
Yo, bro, you're an evil genius right now. You sound like a horror movie.
Like if you want to think about making this like a PPV type of deal where you could raise money for your local state authorities. Now you could fix potholes in the roads and fund school books for your local schools and, music programs for students, support your local library and fire department.
Yeah.
You just have to figure out unique ways and maybe you change it up every week, right?
Oh, like a puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah, like some Squid Game shit. Right?
Wait a minute. Wouldn't that be called like it's like unethical or is it like unhumanitarian?
Yeah, and frying a nigga in a chair is humanitarian.
Okay, let me read this shit. Great point. Footage has been released showing the moment a convicted murderer escaped from prison. What? I didn't think this nigga was a murderer. I thought he was like.
Yeah, that's why I asked because I saw that they were like had a manhunt going. They said they thought that this guy hadn't escaped too far or couldn't have gone too far, but who knows? This nigga. I mean, with the skills that this man has, he could be on the other side of the Great Wall of China by now.
So he
could have taken shortcut. Yeah.
Nah, but I thought he was like in jail for like robbery or something. This
No,
is like thievery
murder.
skills. It's murder.
Yeah.
Escape from prison in Pennsylvania. Due to almost cartoonish nature of the escape, the video was quick to spur numerous jokes on social media. Despite the seriousness of the conviction against the inmate, the individual in question, identified as Danilo Cavalcante, is still Lamb. What? At the time of this writing, according to Lieutenant
Loose. He's still
oh, I know what lamb is, but it's a weird word. Coronel, whatever. George Bivens of the Pennsylvania State Police. Cavalcante escaped from Chester. Huh?
I said that stands for Lieutenant Colonel. You said whatever.
Colonel. All right, Lieutenant Dam. All right. Cavalcante escaped from the Chester County Prison on August 31st, spurring a multi-agency response that remains in progress. At a press conference on Wednesday, the affirmation footage was I can't read today.
I don't even know where you're at. Where we at?
Right here.
The affirmation footage was debuted.
Debuted.
Yeah.
I was about to say debuted, but debuted.
Reported. Yeah, it could be that.
Bivens and other fielded question. Breaking down the timeline of Cavalcante's escape. Howard Holland, currently serving as acting warden of Chester County Prison, said it began with the arrival of the inmates block at the exercise yard at 8:30.
How is this not a prison full of child molesters?
What?
This is called Chester Prison.
What? Hold on. He killed his girlfriend and his kids? Oh, bro, we gotta catch, bro.
Yeah, no, they gotta get him.
Wang the butted. Wait a minute. DB told us that damn, I'm from PA. I need separate my walls. That sounded wild. Actually, you could call in right now and tell us how you would separate your walls. Call in at 619-609-7383. We got the phone lines over for you. Also, how would you escape jail? Would you do a Shawshank Redemption and swim through some shit? Remember that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, first of all, I wouldn't go to jail, but you know, it was a whole different time back then, right?
Yeah.
You could just being a nigga just get you put in jail. I mean, it still exists that way, but at least they have to kind of try to pin something on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely come through some shit to get up out of prison. For sure. Get a little bit of E. coli, you know.
Okay. What else?
I mean, you know, I would do all the basic shit. Climb a large wall.
Can I call in real quick? What's the number? The number is 619-609-7383. It's also in the ticker below. So call in, bro. Tell us how you would separate your walls. That's crazy. And how would you escape from jail? If you in jail and you tell people you separating your walls, how would that be perceived? Oh my goodness.
No,
but
you know, I mean, I don't believe I would do the basic get out of jail shit that people have done. You know, swim from Alcatraz. You know, I don't know. Nobody knows that they actually made it, right?
Yeah.
It's just hearsay. You know, I'd climb through some sludge. I would, you know,
sludge. Okay.
Maybe, you know, if I was agile enough, you know, vertically walk up the wall like this person. This man is obviously 25% roach.
Yeah.
Shit like that. There's some roach DNA in there somewhere.
Would you act mentally disturbed to get out of prison? Like the one of the YSL members tried to do? He tried to act like he was crazy.
Bruh, how are you gonna try to act like that in court? Like, that shit was wild to me. I just saw that.
Yeah.
like an hour ago. I'm like, what is? Did he really think somebody's gonna fall for that? And his lawyer like looking at him like, bro, if you don't stop this shit right now.
You know what I blame?
You've never acted like this before. All of a sudden you get in court and you're about to be sentenced and you start acting like this.
You know what I blame? I blame Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura and Pet Detective, because that's how he was acting. He was acting like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Well, he was acting like that after he found out that he had kissed the man.
Oh, we got a person calling in.
Call from
Mike.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
We accept. Yo, man, tell us your name and where you calling from, bro.
Hey, it's Deeply. I went from calling from Pittsburgh.
Okay, now tell us how you would escape from jail.
Well, one, I would act crazy like that. Going absolutely bonkers. And then every time I've ever seen anybody escape from a prison, it's from a toilet.
So you escape from a toilet?
Somewhere I try to like figure out how to get through that toilet and maybe
okay,
get on a pipeline or something.
Can you explain the one line where you said you will separate your walls? What does that mean?
I get probably a wrecking ball and to obliterate both any closed walls I had in my entire house, just to make sure that that old Wile E. Coyote wouldn't come up them.
So you telling me you'll use balls to wreck your walls?
Yeah, man. There you go. Yeah, good.
Oh my goodness, bro. All right, man. Actually, you say you're from PA, man, and from what we heard, somebody already escaped from this jail. Do you know about that? Not the man that did the crab walk, but say that again.
That's my buddy.
This your friend that escaped the jail?
No.
Oh, wow.
I have to say that legally.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for calling in, telling us your escape story. We're about to call the FBI on y'all. Okay. We about to call the police on you in PA, and we about to tell them that hey, you are friends of an escapee. You might be harboring a fugitive. All right. Bye. Hey, man. Hey, deeply talking to thank you, bro. We gotta proceed on the show though, bro. We gotta get to the is it Reddit? Is it Reddit man?
Yeah.
Okay, Reddit man. Let's
and this is a little bit more of a informative Reddit. Like if you ever get caught up by the police, this is just a great idea that I came across.
Okay.
This is what they would consider an unethical life pro tip. So it's ULPT, so unethical life pro tip. Use liquid ass to get out of a speeding ticket.
Oh, that's all the time.
I know this sounds wild. You know, it was not what I was expecting, but it is a great idea. So it said I had a friend do this years ago, and it was glorious. Here's a series of how to do it. So he said whenever he would get pulled over, he would close all the windows of the sunroof, empty a can of liquid ass in the car, which is basically fart spray. The cop would knock on the window and ask for the license and registration. He would lower the window, throw the license and registration at the cop while all the liquid ass is escaping from the car and going the cop's way. He would then yell at the cop, "I know I was speeding. Please just give me a ticket and let me go." The cop would always ask, "Sir, why were you speeding?" To which he would reply, "I have explosive diarrhea and I'm trying to get home on time." So he did this many times and always did not get the ticket. The hardest part was number one, the others in the car having to deal with the liquid ass. Number two, having the liquid ass lingering in the car for long afterwards. Number three, as a friend, not laughing my ass off while this is happening and keeping a straight face. So the update was, okay, this is about 2 years ago before I'd ever heard of liquid ass. He would just spray fart spray in the car. I thought they were saying I've been corrected in the comments. Now I want to go scroll down a little bit because the first comment I read was just fucking hilarious, right? So yeah, scroll down a little more. It's easier and cheaper to just shit yourself. So, so if you don't have, the funds, because this economy is crazy right now, right?
Yeah.
You could just shit your pants. Like if you have a log laying around, just shit yourself. First of all. Secondly, you could have a can of liquid ass on deck, which I love the name for it. Liquid ass, by the way.
Liquid ass just sound crazy, bro.
I mean, if I was a cop and somebody rolled down a window and it smelled like they were shitting their pants there, I too would probably let them go. Not many people can shit on command.
That's a talent.
See, but you're underestimating society. I know people that can throw up on command, fart on command, burp on command. There is a subsection of humans that can probably shit on command.
Yeah, I could kind of burp on command.
Evolve to that point as Homo erectus,
Yeah,
I believe our we're at a state of being now to where most of us are can shit when we need to. Especially if you're already scared of shit anyways, right?
Yeah.
So, especially like this comes to like if you've been drinking and you don't want you need to cover that you got to mask the smell of the booze on your breath.
Just shit on yourself.
Like when you drinking, you always got to shit. Like when you've been drinking, right?
Because it's a laxative.
Yeah, because it's a natural laxative.
Yeah.
So just shit your pants, man. If you don't want that DUI, shit yourself.
Hey.
And don't slur your words because it can't cover none of that up. So you have to at least look the part of being a sober American, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that smell won't be emitting from your pores at this point.
This is your campaign slogan for you running for presidency of 2024. Hey man, just shit your pants.
Just shit your pants. Yeah. Just shit your pants, though. Allegedly, though.
Allegedly.
In case there's any triple letter agencies currently listening. So, I mean, I thought this was, it might be an unethical life hack or whatever, but I think this is highly ethical. I think any way out of a ticket is a good way out of a ticket, right?
Hey, put ones in the chat, y'all, if y'all buying liquid ass. Get out that ticket. Put ones in the chat, y'all.
That's a genius name. I mean, I've dealt with fart sprays, and like I remember in high school, like we bought some from the mall. We went to school. We let them off, and strategically though, like I did mine strategically, but at the end of the day, like I let a bunch of them off, and then like my homeboy got caught with some, so he took the fall for everybody. Got suspended for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
Well, I was like, hey, bro, you don't have to. I'm like, you better tell him you did this shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why suspend this man for 2 weeks over some fucking fart smell, bro?
2 weeks is a long freaking time.
That was wild. But I did go to an insanely private school, so
okay.
But still.
Maybe he should have bought that liquid ass. Could have hit it better.
Something. Maybe he should just shit his pants.
Oh, yeah. It'll get you out of shit. Shit on yourself.
This way, I had these, and I shit my pants. I had already shit my pants, and I didn't want people to know, so I had to create a diversion.
Yeah.
I think you probably get away with that. Because you always feel sorry for the person that shit their pants. Because it's like, okay, you've already had a terrible time.
Yeah.
You already had a terrible day. Like, I'm not going to ruin your day any further. You shit your pants. I think that comes out of a lot of situations, just shitting yourself.
Yeah.
I think so. Like if you're in prison and they about to tax that ass, shreds. You know? Shit.
Oh my God,
You
bro.
about to get in trouble at work. You got one more strike at work, right? You got one more strike to come in late. You come in late that last time, just shit yourself. Like, look, I went through hell to try to get here. I had explosive diarrhea, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm still gonna try to make it to work on time anyways." I shit myself. You're not being fired. You're not getting fired for that, dog.
Yo,
There are very that might just be a get out of jail free card right there, bro.
whoa,
Looney
TV.
Warrior won't care. He a warrior, Ella. He's taking it regardless.
I'm a warrior.
That
I'm a warrior.
is 101, dog. I think he's reached his acclaim and success from being like no other. Okay.
The booty warrior.
This man he's mythical. He's a mythical jail prison. I mean, a jail person, you know?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't exist everywhere. He only exists in our minds at this point.
Shit is insane. Oh man, Felice Johnson, man. You get through it. That
The guy with explosive diarrhea on the plane. Now, I saw pictures. I didn't know exactly what happened. There was shit everywhere though. I did see that. The man shit everywhere. Just people stuck on a plane with a man just shitting all over himself. Right? And I saw house people were throwing up as a movie.
It was
Like,
training down the aisle.
That was bad. How embarrassing, dog.
So what would you rather be? To have snakes on the plane or diarrhea on the plane?
Snakes, absolutely. I mean, that's not even a tough one. Right? I'm not dealing with it.
So you rather be with poisonous ass snakes?
The cabin is pressurized. You breathe in the same air over and over again. Like, nah, I'd rather have 300 black mamas on that plane with me. Fuck that.
Oh my God, man.
Mm-mm.
That's hilarious. Oh,
You got some things we see?
Oh my God, do I? And this is strange. Like really strange. Like really, really strange. Ethan Hawke on directing daughter Maya's sex scenes. So comfortable with it. What?
Yeah, that's very, very weird.
Ethan Hawke.
I partially believe that was clickbait because obviously that stands out to you, right?
Yeah.
They probably literally asked him, "Hey, are you comfortable with the fact that your daughter was shooting this scene while you were directing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm very comfortable. I know that it was a safe environment that we made, But
No.
you see how that doesn't sound wild, right? Like I'm very comfortable because I understand the environment that we were in. I made it a safe space. Didn't have to worry about the person that she was shooting the scene with. We put blockades in place so nothing was really happening or whatever, right? Why I was explaining it. But if you put it the way that they put it, then obviously that's going to grab your attention, right?
Let's be in pretend world, or maybe it's not pretend world. Who knows? But let's say Ethan Hawke was really directing his daughter on the sex scene. Would it be wild if he was like, "Yo, honey, you got to toot that thing up a little bit more"?
I mean, that would be absolutely one of the wildest things said. Yeah, absolutely.
Ethan Hawke, man. What?
I like Ethan Hawke too, man. I mean, it's kind of weird, but I mean, they're in Hollywood, and I mean, if you're making a movie, I don't know how old his daughter is. His daughter's probably in the 20s or something like that. She's probably grown.
Maybe I'll say it into this. Whoa.
Oh, that's his daughter. Oh, okay, the girl from Stranger Things. Yeah.
Yeah. Strike. So his daughter is. Whoa, that look. I don't know. Stranger Things for sure. Shit.
But I mean,
yeah.
that's that's the world that they're in. You know, they create that whole environment. I understand him saying he feels safe. You know, feels very comfortable with it. But if it was anything but, you know, Hollywood, then it would be very weird. I don't appreciate the way that they clickbait us with shit like this, though, and they make a person with a lesser mind, you know, believe she's 25. Okay,
He's 25. Yeah.
they make a person with a lesser mind believe that, you know, there's some weird shit happening.
He was directing. He was like, yo, you gotta put the leg up, honey. You gotta make it more believable.
Regardless, there would be a level of discomfort with that as well, just regardless, because you have to make it seem real, you know, and directing your daughter engaging in
Getting
or
her
maybe
back
not
blown
really
out.
engaging in those type of acts.
Yeah.
It's just wild, right? Even if you're just trying to make it look that way, you know, angle it like this or do this, and how many times are you shooting this, and you know,
Yeah.
like how like are you like really influential in the way you direct? Are you like right in the camera? Like all of that is it's weird, man. But Hollywood's weird anyway, so you know.
Man, what a weird headline. What a weird thing of events. Man, it's been kind of a weird. This kind of been a weird podcast.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Danny Masterson too. He just from that '70s show just got a what did he get, like 10 years in prison? No,
Who?
no, he's getting 25 to life actually.
Yeah, who was it again?
Danny Masterson. He's from that '70s show.
Oh yeah, was he
two,
doing some weird shit?
yeah, raped two
Great.
females. And
Okay.
he getting 25 years of life for that. So
Well, good
rest-
riddance. He might be a cellmate with Brother Polite. He might collab.
Cellmates.
Yeah. They gonna collab. It's gonna be
I don't think, you know, I've watched the shows about, you know, prisons around the world. And, you know, our prisons aren't set up for, you know, reformation for reform, right?
yeah.
Our prison system is set up as a form of punishment. And I really do think that there needs to be an experiment, a social experiment, if you will, or, you know, of a different way, because there's no sets of rules to say how you have to imprison people, right? So, you know, I almost wonder. There was like, it was like Ireland or some shit where they live on an island. They like all the prisoners, they just live on this island, but they live a regular life, but they just can't leave the island. And the people get out and they never come back really. They like hardly ever go back to jail or commit crimes anymore. But our system is set up to where you create a mentality to where people are just going to continuously, you know, run on that wheel, repeat the cycle, you know?
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, you know? Just, it sucks.
Yeah, man. It's unfortunate, man.
Oh, well, capitalism.
Yep. Word of the day, kids. Say it with me. Capitalism. I wish they had the thing that just showed, like in Sesame Street.
Yeah, you can put that, you can do that on the post edits.
Oh, yeah. And do a clip.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'll be sad if they allege Big Bird did some sexual allegations.
Nah, Big Bird ain't with the shit. I think Big Bird is square up on somebody for even mentioning him. Big Bird's a big ass bird, too. It's a big ass bird. That nigga like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
You know, niggas is scared of like pigeons and shit, just like small birds. Imagine if big birds run up on you, you know?
Yeah. Ready to whoop your ass.
You
Peck you down.
You know? Like
Yeah.
people ostriches because of their size. He bigger than them. And ostriches ain't got no hands, so that's the only thing that kind of protects you. They can kick you a little bit, but you can.
You dodge them.
Yeah. Big Bird's swift, though, man. He put the paws on you.
Put the paws on you. You feel me? Biggity Bird. All right. Well, we hitting that hour and 30-minute mark. You feel me? I have no lie today. Yeah, I've been slacking on the lie, but we just be getting into everything. You know what I mean?
There's, you know, the news cycles are so fast now. They're just shit I don't even hear about. You know, obviously, you know, you bought several things today that I had heard about. So There's so much to talk about, and then it's constant reminders of things to talk about as well while we're talking. So we don't necessarily need to. We always fulfill our hour plus obligation. So usually right at an hour 30. So as usual, we appreciate y'all time. We're brought to you by Comfort City Mechanical Inc., your HVAC heating and air specialist in Southern California. Also brought to you by 777 Clothing on Amazon.com. Last but certainly not least, brought to you by First Place Susan Clothing. Get your high quality urban garments today.
All right, y'all. Look, man, for my tubers, YouTube been around since 2005. I don't need to tell y'all what to do to get the video or the channel booming. But just like the rest of the tubers say, I'm going to say, like a sub a share a comment a like. Y'all know what to do. Some of y'all smart out there, you feel me? Now, for our Twitch family, hit your bros with a follow. Hit your bros with a share. That'd be greatly appreciated. You feel me? Also, for our potters, we're on Google Podcasts, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, and we're on iHeartRadio. Across all those platforms, all you got to do is type in the Magic Think Tank or Kamal Johnson Network, and we will pop up. All right? Also, the tubers out there, y'all doing the damn thing. Engagement going up, views going up. For the potters out there, listens is going up. Y'all are doing the damn thing. That is what I'm talking about. Let's get some reviews, though. Hit us with some more reviews. You feel me? Our Twitch family. The Twitch family is going up. Follows is going up. The live audience is going up. We appreciate y'all. God damn. Y'all doing the damn thing. Just hit us with a like, y'all. You feel me? And
yes, sir.
With that being said, we about to be out of here, y'all.
Peace.